I really hope this isn't true, but Cook just said Coinbase is insolvent and is breaking multiple laws in the USA and EU. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This is not the first person to say this about Coinbase. I love Coinbase. I'm a Coinbase user, dude. And I back Coinbase forever. I think they're a great company, dude. But this is scary because in crypto, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. I don't want to drag them. I want more information. Alex says this is monthly FUD or yearly. Yes, absolutely. But last year, there was no FUD about Coinbase. This year, I've seen multiple people. Take your money off the Coinbase app immediately, he says. I will have a deep dive on this soon. Take your money off the Coinbase app ASAP. Cook is always base. Yes, I am. I hope this is just clickbait, dude. I think this plays out okay after Ernie. Okay. How do we find more about this? Oh, maybe in the comments section. If it's breaking multiple laws in the USA and EU and you know which laws they are breaking, what deep dive is there to do? Why don't you just post it now since it's so serious? I will, he says. Let's see what else you got to say, big dog. I get that, but you posted 4 hours ago the original post. You at least know which laws they are breaking. Just post the laws so others can look into it as well. For real, though. It's just engagement farming. Yeah, it's BS. Okay, hopefully, dude. I'm a big Coinbase guy. If Coinbase goes down, crypto is over. CB is different animal than FTX. I agree with that. If Coinbase goes down, dude, it's over. It's over for a while. For a while. I know FTX marked the bottom, but if Coinbase were to go down, like that's our most legit exchange in crypto. It's called Coinbase or Coinbase for a reason. You're seeing this ish. These ish coins are clowns. Okay, so I'm hoping this is just engagement bait. Please address. Yes, Brian, please address. I have a few questions for you. Yo, we need to get Brian up here, dude. Still need to ask. I thought everything is ready already. It is a publicly traded company. You can go look at their books right now. You can look at their 4-month-old books. Yes, no idea how pubcos work. Hello, bro. That's a good point. That's a good point. Is we're 4 months behind. We're a quarter behind. Wait, 4 months? I thought quarters were 3 months. I would just be very careful posting this info as if you know something before the annual report is issued. I would agree. This is kind of asking for smoke, and I don't want any smoke. I personally don't want any smoke. I'm just here looking into things because I get scared. I get scared ever since FTX actually blew up. Damn, dude, that's scary. Are we in the part of the cycle again? Yes. Which US laws? Yeah, you gotta tell us. You gotta tell us, bro. You can't just be up here like spewing that stuff. But Cook is cooked here. Coinbase is cooked. I think he's just down bad or something. I don't know. Dumb tweet. You won't think that soon. He's just trying to get us to follow him and stuff. I'm not going to support this tweet, but I am intrigued because this is not the first person that has said this. Get ready for more tariffs. Warning. Account hacked. Yeah. Whatever, dude. 95% cold. Blah, 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 blah. Market feels tired. Yeah, I think this guy is just cooked right now. Let's see what else. 3 hours ago, all-time highs in February. I want to see more Coinbase stuff, bro. Source. Yeah, he might just be cooked, dude. It might just be his bias. Okay, here we're bullish again. ETH ETFs. God mode activated. Dude, let's go ahead and say Coinbase here. Coinbase insolvent. Because we need to, like, okay, this is exactly what happened with FTX, by the way. Right? There's no difference. People started saying FTX is insolvent and everybody faded it. They faded the news. They didn't actually short the company. So it's just part of my due diligence as an investor, as an algorithmic trader that has cash on Coinbase like an idiot. I have to do this research. So I'm going to bring you with me. I don't know how to spell insolvent. So I don't know if you should ever listen to me, but Hey, I found it. I found this, and we're gonna go ahead and do a little research here. So he says it. Let's zoom out a little bit because your eyes aren't that bad. To anyone not on chain, this is how quick it takes to transact on chain. They have had some sketchy stuff going on with Solana. Yes, we all know that. So I don't know if you've transferred Solana or USD Solana in the last couple months to Coinbase. They've been playing games with it. That is smoke. That is smoke, dude. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Again, I'm a big Coinbase guy. I love Coinbase, and I pray to God. I pray to God that they're good, dude. And I'm not even religious like that. This is not an issue with the chain. It's either Coinbase is insolvent or their internal infra is insufficient. So this whole point of Solana transactions not going through on Coinbase is very interesting, kind of scary. I was scared a few times, for sure. 9 hours here, you can see for Solana. Brian Coinbase, after dealing with insolvency last cycle FTX, we demand answers into why it's taking 9+ hours to send receive SOL. This could also be like they're effing around because they want to push base. I don't know. Is Coinbase insolvent? Where are your proof of Solana reserves? It's scary, dude. To anyone not on chain, this is how quick it takes to transact on chain. Either way, proof of reserves is a must. I would agree, dude. I would agree proof of reserves would be nice, but I'm not educated enough to know if there are proof of reserves. Coinbase is insolvent and is breaking multiple laws in the USA. Okay, this is just copy pasta. If Coinbase really is insolvent, we're going to find out this cycle. Without a doubt, SBF and Mashinsky weren't the only big bad actors. Who's hiding what? What do you guys think? You think it's just FUD? I hope so. Oh, hey guys, Coinbase is insolvent, by the way. Haha, I won't tell you why right now though, but soon. Oh my God, he is such a troll, dude. Like, why would you post something like that and then not tell us? You know, it's just trash, bro. You can't play around like that. You can't play around like that because then, you know, people look into it and people get scared and that's just not good. It's not good, dude. Coinbase has never done us wrong. Besides the whole like Solana stuff, like not being able to transfer in there, they've been good. And like they lock accounts. I've been locked out of my Coinbase multiple times, but they do it out of your security. And then we got all these little hoes on the internet bitching about it. Honestly, it's like shut your dumb ass up and go trade somewhere else, dude. Like, come on, B. They're locking. They've locked my account so many times, but it's always my fault. I'm on a VPN trying to sign in and move mad cash on Coinbase. Yeah, right. Thank God they lock my shit or pause it, bro. Thank God. You know? So I don't know. Crypto guys get on my nerves a lot, dude. Bunch of Karens, bro. Just a reminder to who missed my first 10 tweets about it. Coinbase is insolvent. He says, get your money off this platform ASAP. This was 14 hours ago. They have to wait for deposits from new users or current users before they can pay out withdrawals. Nah, this guy's just sour. I don't know. I'm not calling it either way. I need to be aware of what people are talking about though. I must. That's like my job. Don't lose money. Hey, Coinbase, I've been trying to withdraw a small amount of USDC I had on your platform. The order succeeds, then magically disappears from my transaction history. Are you insolvent or am I just waiting for you to bridge my money back from base where you put all your customer USDC? Mark my words, make my words. Coinbase is insolvent. This was December 13th. I give it less than 10 years, FTX all over again. I'll be coming back to this post. January 20th, Brian Coinbase, after dealing with insolvency last cycle, I think we already read that one. Okay, so I mean, there's some smoke, but it's just from like crypto Karens at the end of the day. I feel like I don't want to dismiss it. Obviously, don't ever want to dismiss any smoke here in crypto because usually there's fire somewhere, and I just hope to God that if they are insolvent, that you know, they're a public company. They're a U.S. public company, which is gives us a little bit of hope because the US will back it. You know, they're almost a bank at this point. So this was December 13th, 2024, so a couple months ago. I think people are just engagement baiting. Just delisted Coinbase because charge Coinbase. I think Coinbase is insolvent bank account with no protections who locks your account. But they lock your account to save you, bro. That's the thing. Like every time they've locked my account, it's because I'm on a VPN from some other country and I'm usually logging in from Puerto Rico. So they're like, what the heck is going on, dude? Alex says, I think it's just FUD. I hope so, dude. Okay, so he's just getting dragged. The scary part is, dude, is that this FUD was the exact same FUD with FTX. It was like, yo, FTX is insolvent. We had like 3-4 days to get our cash off. And then people were just like, it's just FUD. And then they got literally wrecked more than ever. So it's something to be aware of. That's why I wanted to bring it to my attention. And if it's my attention, then it's your attention because I do everything with you. I'm not going to call it either way. I'm going to protect my assets.